You want to know what the best part about going to a baseball game is?
Is it seeing your favorite player and maybe potentially getting an autograph, or maybe even going with your family and like sharing a bond you can cherish for a lifetime?
Well, no, it's none of those. It's actually how much greasy, sloppy food you can shove down your throat in 3 hours. I mean, just picture it, right? Like, don't you just love going in between innings to get something to eat? That's also when like everybody else goes, so you have to stand in like a 20-minute line while the game still goes on, and you like just awkwardly stand there in line. And maybe you can watch it on the TV, but the TV's on a delay, so you hear the cheering before it even happens on the TV, and it's just like, and then you spend like 80 fucking dollars on 4 hot dogs and a drink, and like, ugh, don't you love that? Or is it just me?
Also, I got my Dodgers grinder here to grind up my marijuana.
But maybe you're like me sometimes. You know, you get faded, you got little munchies at 2 a.m. You can't go to a baseball game and get any baseball food. But MLB, they wanted to help me. They wanted to help stoners like us. Mr. Rob Manfred finally had a smart idea for once and finally wanted to help the stoners who wanted to get some baseball junk food, but they can't go to the baseball game. So MLB launched their new Ballpark Bites program. They said it was developed for anyone to enjoy the familiar flavors of a ballpark from the comforts of their home or office. Now, the food is made in what possibly saved the restaurants during the lockdown. They're made in ghost kitchens. To put it bluntly, they're made in IHOP, your local IHOP. And, you know, when I heard about this, I was, you know, kind of excited because my baseball taste buds have only been limited to California baseball stadiums. So the other day I checked out the website because I want to try new baseball foods. I want to try the rainbow cookie egg roll that the Mets have in New York. I would sell my first son to try that campfire milkshake diabetes heart attack that they sell in Chicago. So when I finally get a chance to try all these delicious new foods with the Ballpark app, no. When you check out their website, you'll notice very quickly that they're heavily invested in pretzel buns. And their food is mostly just limited to hot dogs and chicken sandwiches. I mean, they got a Philly cheesesteak and a steak sandwich, but I don't know. I just kind of expected a little bit more. So the other night when I tried this, I really had to get in the right mindset, you know? I really had to let my stomach do the talking for me. But then I got a little distracted, of course, by a handsome gentleman.
Oh, hey, show, hey.
2-2.
Oh! Oh! Oh my God. Why is he the GOAT? Why is he my GOAT? He's my GOAT. He's my $700 million GOAT.
So after I got in the right mindset, I started looking at what I wanted to, you know, to order. And I know I just talk shit about the menu, but when you're faded, the menu looks so appetizing.
Yo, what? Oh my God. I want to try all these. What?
They only had French fries as a side option, so nothing else. But I was intrigued by the bucket of beautiful balls they sold. The bucket of donut balls, donut balls. But as I was deciding what I wanted to order, I remembered some pretty depressing news. I remembered that I live at home, so if I order something, then I got to order something for my brother, then my other brother would want something, then my dad would want something, then my mom would want something. It's just like, oh my gosh, shit, now I got to start spending money on this. Well, I actually ran into a stroke of good luck because my mom said that it didn't look appetizing to her, which I respect, honestly. I don't blame her, and it saves me money. So I showed one of my brothers this, and he was very unimpressed by this innovation in baseball food cuisine.
What do you think it is?
Hot dogs?
But it's from MLB.
Uh-huh. I know.
Don't these look crazy?
Yeah.
So one brother got the LA street dog, another got the heater, my dad got the barbecue chicken sandwich, and I splurged a little for the content, getting the New York Steakhouse sandwich. Also all got fries and a drink, and we also got the bucket of balls. Don't forget the balls. And it came out to a light $82.37. God, I'm going to need sponsors soon. So my brother and I were off on an adventure traveling to the nearest IHOP. It's very hard to miss our local IHOP because it's right next to Master Nuts 2. Not to be confused with Master Nuts 1. Don't get them confused. But when I got to IHOP, that's when we got the worst news imaginable. The worker at IHOP told me that they were out of the pretzel buns, the heavily marketed pretzel buns that were all over their website. I asked her why God hated me, and then she said she was an atheist. And then there was about 20 seconds of silence. And then I said, okay, I'll take the regular buns. So, with the extra spare time, I naturally started watching the Dodge game in the waiting room of an IHOP.
Oh. Almost. He almost got it. Sorry.
But after about 10, 15 minutes, we started heading home with the goods. Now this right here was my dad's barbecue chicken sandwich. You can see it's kind of filled with some meat, but it was a little dry as hell, according to my dad. We had to put some sweet baby Ray's barbecue sauce on that thing. This was the LA street dog, just a basic street dog, with everything you expect, avocado slices thrown on top. And this was the heater, which my brother, you can see, is slathering up with ketchup. He said it isn't hot, but I can't judge that. I can't even eat hot Cheetos because that's too spicy for me. So I don't know. I can't judge him. And this was my New York steak sandwich. And I got to say, they kind of catfished me a little with this.
Does not look like the picture on the website.
But I started chopping away at the thing, and it was, well, it was all right. I mean, it was mid, nothing special. The meat was a little drier than I would have hoped for. But we moved on to the real treat of the meal, the bucket of balls. And I'm sad it didn't actually come in an actual bucket. I mean, it's called the bucket of balls on the website, so I was expecting a bucket. The cinnamon balls also came with man sauce and poop juice. But the cinnamon balls were delicious, I have to say. I mean, it's not hard to mess that up. It's just a ball of sugar, so really not that hard. But hey, the poop juice and man sauce were pretty good too, I gotta say. Cinnamon balls were by far the best thing on the menu. I mean, not that hard to say. So yeah, that was my experience with the MLB ballpark bites. Yeah, I mean, overall it was it was all right. It was mid. It was I don't know what I was expecting. I mean, I didn't expect much really. Also, on a side note, like, I've never really seen anybody mention this. Like, I only saw that one announcement. Like, I've never seen any promotion for this, like, really anywhere. It's kind of like MLB kind of forgot about it as well. It's kind of just like, oh, just sweep it under the rug a little bit. Like, I don't know. Have you guys heard about this weird program? I don't know. I feel like I'm the only one who's heard about this. I don't know. Let me know. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.